Hi guys, hi. My name is Ndanda. If you are new here, welcome. Okay. Today we're gonna talk about MMM. So it's not a matter of talking about MMM in a positive or in a negative way. We want to know all the details about MMM. Okay, first of all, for those who don't know, MMM is back. October 2020, MMM started in South Africa. So most South Africans, we know that MMM originally was started by Sam Mavrodi. We know that it is a peer-to-peer kind of a system or a donation whereby people in terms of trust, they were donating money, and then when it comes back, it has got 30% increment. We know it from there. So now we want to know what is it that happened to MMM previously first. Okay, we hear that most of the stories that we hear on the street is that MMM took our money. So we want to know who really took our money. So this is how this was working, the system was working. That you would join MMM, for example, under me, and then I have joined under somebody, and it goes far back up to say Mavrodi, right? Then now, when I pay money, when I provide help, because in MMM, that's what we do, we provide help and we get help. I'm part of MMM, by the way. I'm proudly part of the MMM community. Okay, we provide each other help and we get help. So when you provide help, then I will wait for whoever needs help, right? Then let's say now Nozuko needs help. Nozuko goes into the MMM system. I need help, and then I provide help. So maybe I offered 1,000 rands. Then Nozuko needed 2,000 rands. I will provide 1,000 rands, and somebody will pay another 1,000 rand, and somebody will pay another 600 rands, which is Nozuko gets her money with 30%. Well, the growth, we call it the growth. So now, it just so happened that journalists and media started talking about MMM. Then now, what happens is that now we are told that MMM took our money. So who really took our money? If I gave my money to Nozuko, then how then now we come and say MMM took my money? Because I never sent money to Mavrodi. I send money to Nozuko. Nozuko send money to Samuel. Samuel send money to Virginia. Virginia send money. So the money has been circulating around within each other. Like we've been circulating money in between ourselves. So how come now we say that MMM took our money? What happens is that what really happened is that we know that the MMM was shown on the, what is this? I think Cutting Edge, one of the SABC shows, and also these print medias, they would talk about MMM in a very, very negative way. In a very, very negative way. And then until finally now, there's this journalist, I don't know whether it was Fin News or News 24, I don't know, one of those. Then now she lied. She said that MMM is collapsing. Meanwhile, there's only one feature of MMM which was now going to be changed. Like if now you got 10%, what is this now? If maybe someone joined under you, and then MMM would reward you, right, with 10%, because now you are advertising MMM, would reward you with 10%. Then that 10% would grow, right? Besides the other money that you have put into MMM as the provide help. So now that part where now the money that MMM has rewarded you, the 10%, because you have been advertising MMM and then people were joining under you, then now that part, it was going to be stopped. It was going to be now, I remember, we were going to have now 40% increment every month instead of the 30%. Then now journalist goes online, they have the platform, and they're using that platform to discredit MMM. That no, MMM is collapsing. We don't know what is going to happen to MMM community. We've been telling them about this and all of that. People run scared. People run scared. all of them, they took out all their money from MMM, and then now there was nothing left. So now, since now the system itself collapsed due to our actions. Remember, we were investing money to MMM. You put 10,000, 1st of May, by the end of May, it is 13,000 rand. MMM was good to us, was very good to us for a good 2 years. And then now when a journalist comes and lies about MMM, what do? We believe that journalist over MMM that has been providing us. People were buying houses cash. People were no longer taking bonds. Sometimes you go to the bank is charging you 13% interest on your loan. And if you read further about even this home loan and the bonds, the money that they give you sometimes it's not even money. It's not like that the bank take money from their whatever safe and then give to the developer. No, sometimes they just build the houses and then they give the guarantee that if Ndanda doesn't pay, then we are going to pay. And then Ndanda keeps paying for the next 20 years. And then now they will make, maybe the house was 1 million, then they make about 2.5 million. Whatever, the developer will get the 1 million and then the bank will get the 1.5 million. That's the system to keep us down. That's the system to keep us down. So now there comes as this MMM that now we are no longer giving our money to the bank. The banks are no longer, the capitalists are no longer benefiting from us. What they do then, they try to discredit MMM, this system, because they want us to always be slaves to them. That's exactly what happened with MMM. So yeah, now that is out of the way. Our money has never ever been taken by MMM. Let's put that one away. You would find that now there's people in MMM who made money and then they could not deposit further because now everything was frozen, like they could not deposit again, and others could not get help from MMM because the system was closed. So that's actually what happened. So your money would be like with whoever, Nozuko and James and whoever that you provided help to, not Mavrodi himself, you know. And let's go now to the next step. MMM came back in October 2020. So how is it working now? MMM came back with a better and bigger system, so that to prevent now this thing of collapse and whatever, this bad talking like from the media. What they do now is that if you offer to provide help, let's say 10,000 rands, I like working in tens so that it's easy to calculate the percentage. So I will say 10,000 rand. Let's say you offer to provide help with 10,000 rand, right? Then now you have an option to provide help and then get 30% within 30 days. And you have an option to provide help and then get 50% within 45 days. I prefer 45%, but others, they prefer 30% in 30 days, like they don't want to wait longer. But to me, it makes much more sense to wait 45 days for 50%, because you're actually making more than the person who waited for 30 days, who made only 30%. Then now, the system is that you offered to provide help with 10,000 rand, right? Then after 45 days, on the first or second day after you offered, MMM directly will send you the message on the back office. We know the back office, otherwise I will explain further. We know the back office. So you will pay, you will get an order of 1,000 rand, which is 10%. The very first order that you will get from MMM this time around, it will be 10% of whatever amount that you offer to provide help with. What happens is that with that 10%, MMM will give you the details where you paid that 10%. So this is what they did to me. So MMM sent me the details, and then I was able to communicate with this guy that I joined under. Then he told me, okay, no, you pay this first 10% to this person. And then I paid, and then now you are fully activated as an MMM member. and then now you're Mavros. You know the currency of MMM is Mavros. Your membership in MMM now is active. Then you will pay later the remaining amount. Now you offered to pay 10,000 to provide help with 10,000 rand. So now you are left with 9,000 more to provide help with. So you will again get another request to provide help. Then it can be 4,000 rand first, or it can be the whole 9,000 rand. It will depend, but you will just you just keep logging in the system, right, daily, and then you will see, okay, now I have to provide help to this person, and hey, people are making money. I only heard about it this week, like this week. Now when is it? We're in April now. It started in October, guys. Okay, anyway, okay, I've joined, guys, and I'm proud. So what happens next? Now I am waiting to pay the other balance, and then now I will inform you how to join the MMM, and also I will advise you on how to do this thing this time around, because now, you know, the very nice thing, as I've said earlier, MMM now has come back bigger and better, because now they are stabilizing the system with that 10% that you first pay upfront. It is there that now, should there be any negativity or whatever, we know that there's money that is there in MMM, even if now no one is able to provide help now, but there's someone that MMM can be able to compensate you. That's what I'm trying to say. So if you want to get help, then now we don't depend only on the money that's being circulated, but also there's money in store for MMM, which is there for any time that it is needed for the loyal members. So yeah, and by the way, I did not explain further this. I want to just explain further this one. You know what happened, that people, they withdrew their funds that time, right? I think it was 2015. Withdrew their funds, all of them at once. So this is an example that someone just once gave. Let's say now we know Standard Bank, all of us, right? It is one of the oldest banks in South Africa. I think it's the oldest. Let's say now all of us who bank with Standard Bank, we go there today. We withdraw all of our monies. Everything, all the investments that we have with Standard Bank, your 30-day notice, your whatever money that is put there for 5-year term or whatever, we take it out, all of it, right? We say, can I have my money, pay back the money. Then what happens with Standard Bank? Standard Bank will not collapse. Why? Because they have investments. I strongly believe they must have some investments in property, in some stock market, in some whatever, and they do have a lot of bonds, meaning that there's people that who are paying money into Standard Bank monthly. Whether now I'm banking with Standard Bank or not, Standard Bank is there. But now those investments are not enough for it to last for a year. I'm telling you the truth, because look, they have to pay the offices that they are using, they have to pay salaries to their workers, and so on, the technology that they are using, you know, everything. So maybe the money that they have, it can maybe keep them going for maybe next 3 months while they are trying to advertise that, hey, we must come back and join Standard Bank, hey, we must come back to Standard Bank. We don't come for the next 3 months. What do you think would happen? What happened to MMM? What happened to MMM, the collapse that happened to MMM would happen to Standard Bank. Why? Because now there's no more money coming in and going out. That's the capitalist system and it works for them. It works for them that now we must always make our money circulate in their banks, in their whatever ShopRites, whatever their big stores. But we must never ever wake up and then circulate our money amongst ourselves, so that now we make this 30% interest, so that we make this 50% interest, because now they will lose out. We are the majority, they are the minority. You know, you see what happens. Like if you go to Camps Bay, I feel strongly about this one. You go to Camps Bay, right? You know that you see the cars that are being driven there. You see like the porch, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing in a correct way. You see the porch, you see all these big brands. SARS doesn't go there to investigate. Where did you get this porch? Where did you get money to buy this porch? Where did you get money to buy this house? Comes a black person. He's posting his cars. What is this now? The Jeep or all these brands, Mercedes and all of that. Comes a black person is posting his fancy home and his fancy cars. You cannot be a black person and have those kind of cars that are the same as the cars that are in Camps Bay. The same cars as the ones that are in, what's this place in Joburg? What is this? I don't know, to this very big suburb that people have made it in Joburg. They live there. What is this now? There's even a mall. It's not far from Joburg. I forgot the name. But you cannot drive a Sandton. You cannot be a black person and have the same cars now in the same level as the ones that are driven in Sandton and the ones that are driven in Camps Bay. SARS will come running to you, because as a black person, you must never ever, rise from what we have set for you as capitalists. So that is what happened to MMM, is that Mavro Sergi, I don't know the first name I can't pronounce, but his surname is Mavrodi. Mavrodi was a threat now to the capitalist system, because he came up with this MMM system whereby to wake up our people that you can actually circulate money amongst themselves. You don't need the middleman. You don't need to keep your 10,000 in the bank from January until December, 12 months, and then only to get 5% interest. And then meanwhile, the bank, I once attended one of their conferences, everything that is good about business. I'm like, I'm there. I attended one of the conferences. It was in town, in Cape Town. They told us that you give your 10,000 rand, right, to the bank, let's say Bank X. You give your 10,000 rand to Bank X, then now you are preparing maybe Zobanomgidi, end of December. You put your 10,000 rand there, and then they will give you 5% annual increment, right? And you're like, at least I'm gonna get 500 more on top of this 10,000 rand. They take that 10,000 rand, they put it in the stock market, they put it in all these investments that they know, that will the S&P 500, big names. And then now, by December, that 10,000 rand has made them another, like maybe 50,000 rand on top. And they give you 10,500 only from the 50,000 rand that they did make from your 10,000 rand. So how stupid are we? That's the system that's currently at work. It actually was a white person who was presenting this. We know them. They know about financial, about financial education, because they grow up with their parents who are educated, and like they've been exposed to many of these companies and all of that. They know much more than us. Us now, we know a little bit simply because now there's social media, so we can be able to read and be like, oh, okay, we've been taken for fools for a long time. This is what has been happening all along. That's what that guy said there in that conference that I attended, that you put your 10,000 here, they make like 50,000 on top of it. Then they take your 10,500 rand, then they are left with 49,500 rand from your 10,000. But when you don't know about S&P 500, you don't know about stock market, you don't know about buying shares, you don't know about investing in US market, investing in Australian market. Also, I only learned about them last year. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is what is going on. And I've invested some of my money in the Australian market. So that's what Sam Mavrodi wanted to teach us, that these people are actually making a lot of money out of you. You can be able to do this, keep your money circulating amongst you and make a lot of money out of it. Another example. S&P 500, I just watched one video now. S&P 500 last year, we know last year 2020 it was a corona year. S&P 500 like doubled their share price, meaning that now if you invested 10,000 rand into S&P 500 shares last year, then by now you would be having 20,000 rands. That's double the amount. No one is investing them. That how come that during corona you were able to make 100%. Will capitalists investigate each other? Will capitalists investigate each other? But now MMM is giving us only 30% per 30 days or 50% in 45 days. Then there's investigations. Where will they get the 30%? You must think for yourself. This is a scam. This is a Ponzi. This is a whatever. Since when do they care about us as journalists in the first place? There was Corona last year. People lost jobs. Any journalist who did some campaign to donate some clothes to us, some food to us, since when do they care about us? No, you will be scammed by this. This is a amen. Okay, how do you join MMM now that MMM has come back? Okay, there's people like me. You can join under me. You can join under anyone who told you about MMM, right? I will also put my link where you can be able to join. But if you are watching this video and then someone is referred you to MMM, you can watch this video and then join under that person, right? They will give you their link. And I will also have a WhatsApp group and the Telegram group so that if you have more questions, I can be able to guide you. I'm doing this out of just the goodness of my heart. I will use my time. This is only for those who are interested to join, right? I am not coming here to say that, hey, all of us must join. No, if you are skeptical or you are not ready to join, do not join. By all means, do not join. This is only for those who are willing to join, who know about MMM. And also now, one thing I must mention is that, whether you join something or you are involved in some workplace, whatever, you must give yourself time to read further about whatever company you are involved into. I am not shaken about MMM. Why? Because I read so many articles through Google and also through social media and also through the MMM website itself. Sam Mavrodi was persecuted so many years. He would be taken into jail and kept there for a year. There is no case against him. They are saying that, no, you are doing fraud, but there is no proof of this fraud that they are talking about. He provided a system where people, they provide help and some they get help. So there is no law against that. There is totally no law against that. So he has been persecuted so many times and then they put him in jail and then they release him after so many years trying to silence him, and then afterwards he would start again. He was a never die. He was a never die. Then I read all of that because now he was a threat to this capitalist system. Who's this now? This guy, one of these politicians. He once explained this, and he joined the MMM as well, because he was saying that this guy, really, there's no crime against him. But the main problem is that he is waking up our people, hence now he is a threat to the capitalists, and we know that sometimes even the so-called justice system, it doesn't work for the people, it works for the capitalists. Like, for example, Akriz last year, he said so many names, he mentioned so many names. Any of those names in jail right now? None. If you are in that circle, jail, you will never ever see see jail. But now if you will just someone like me, who's Ndanda, then now jail is for you. You'll steal only one loaf of bread and you will see jail. People stole millions from taxpayers. People stole billions from taxpayers. Who's this guy? This guy mentioned them. Hi, son, they're living time of their lives in Dubai, in Joburg. They're not in jail. So the problem was that Mavrodi was the enemy of the capitalists, the ones who are stealing from us. Hence now he was sent to jail. Okay, how do you join MMM? You will get a link from me. I will put it on the description, and also there will be a WhatsApp group to guide you further. Then you will join MMM through that link. You will join the WhatsApp group, and then for any questions that you have, I will provide the answers and I will guide you further. I've already explained about you will first provide help of 10%, and then later on you'll get another request to provide help, and so on. After 30 days, you are getting your 30%. Your money, like you did provide help with 10,000 rand or you did provide help with 100 rand, then now you get back 130 rand end of the month. I advise you start at least with 500 rands, because now how you gonna see any difference if you are starting with 100 rand? But sometimes you just have the 100 rands, and sometimes you just want to see how the system works, and then once you see that, oh, okay, it's going well, and then now you put in more. That's also a choice. what I can advise you also now, as part of now stabilizing the MMM system, they came up with this thing that if you provide help of 1,000 rands now, like I did, you provide help of 1,000 rands today, then before you withdraw your 1,500 in the 45-day period, you must again first provide help of 1,000 rand. Why? This is to ensure that this money is circulating, like each and every month. All of us, the MMM members, we are providing help each and every month. Before you withdraw, then you first put in, meaning that now at the end of the 45 days, I will provide help of 1,000 rand, right? I will make a request to provide help of for 1,000 rand. I will then get my 1,500 rand, and then the 1,000 rand is there. End of the 45 days, I'm getting another 1.5, I'm putting another 1,000 rand. You see where this is going. Like every month, every 45 days, I'm getting an interest of 500 rand. Every 45 days, I'm getting an interest of 500 rand. If it's 10,000 rand, then it's 5,000 rand each and every 45 days. I'm putting in 10,000 in, I'm getting 15. I'm putting in 10,000, I'm getting 15. Yeah, so that's you are still making money. You are still getting interest. So yeah, guys, I've put in only 1,000 rand simply because that's the money that I have. That's so bad. End of the month, I'm planning to put in 20,000 rands there. I'm planning to put in 20,000 rands there. I'll put my 20,000 and then 10,000 rand in my bank account. So I'm putting in 20, I'm getting 30. 20, 30, 20, 30. That's it. MMM is here to stay. MMM is here for us. We are MMM. MMM is us. Mavrodi is us. We are Mavrodi. We've been through Corona, man. We've been through Corona. I mean, MMM came back and we are here to stay. Whoa, guys, really, I am just so happy that MMM came back again, because all of this was just some effort for the journalists to destroy, MMM, so that now the banks, they keep flourishing. MMM is here. We will keep waking up our people. I will keep making more videos to explain whatever thing that people that they are uncertain of. I'm going to make you certain. Danda loves you.